What's going on, YouTube? How's everybody today? Oh, good to hear. Today I want to talk about a record, an album I picked up a few weeks ago by a guy named Segall. The name of the album is Melted. I thought the name was kind of clever. I thought they were trying to make fun of Steven Seagal, but turns out Segall is actually the name of the guy in the band. This is actually a solo project. Turns out he's the lead singer of a band called the Epsilons, who I don't know anything about. Segall, he's a practitioner of the garage rock art. He likes to make all that kind of fuzzy, noisy, messy, quasi-psychedelic garage rock shit that's everywhere these days that everyone's doing. But he's not the worst at it. It's pretty cool. It's got a nice little fuzzy, fun lo-fi element to it. It's got a very I don't give a fuck attitude to it. Sounds very kind of well, I don't mean this in a bad way. It sounds kind of like, half-assed or just, made without a care, kind of. It does have a lot of cool, sounds and song ideas on here, but some of the songs could have been a little more developed, a little more fleshed out. The album's only 11 songs and 30 minutes long too, so it does go by pretty fast. And there are some well thought out songs in here. I don't want to say it's all half-assed, but some songs, like, they get so noisy or they just don't know what to do with this idea, so the song just kind of collapses and just ends abruptly, and it doesn't really, doesn't really sound like he spent a lot of time figuring it out. He just kind of made it, just played, burn, 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 throw a lot of energy, don't know how to end a song, just, and then it collapsed into like a flute solo or something. But I like that about an album. I like an album that doesn't really give a shit about itself or how it sounds. Just want to get an idea out there, make a song around it. Doesn't quite work out, oh well, moving right along. Kind of cool. So yeah, interesting sounds, a lot of cool vocal effects. The singing on here was good. There's all the what you would expect from garage rock singing, a lot of weird reverb, a lot of hooting and hollering, and then some more traditional singing. It suits the music. It's kind of chaotic. It's kind of cool. Yeah, this album definitely has a lot of energy, but it doesn't quite melt your face off. It doesn't have that quite, well, it does have raw energy, but it doesn't hit the quite pinnacle. You're just like mind blown away, and you gotta, tell all your friends about how great it is. But it's a good record. It's very interesting to listen to. It's not 100% engaging or anything like that, but it's fun. I'm sure he puts on a great live show for sure. I'd definitely go check it out. But yeah, you'd definitely have to be a fan of garage rock to definitely get into this, but, if you're not, and don't blame you. Some people like to get all, up in arms about something that doesn't have the best production value, and this definitely doesn't. It has a lot of feedback, a lot of noise, a lot of distortion. I don't know if it was made in a hurry or how many takes they took to record these songs. I don't know. I don't really care, but I heard a lot of his older stuff might have been better. I heard his old stuff actually had, a little more energy, maybe it was a little more catchy, and this album was kind of disappointing to some of the reviews I was reading on this. I don't know, it's the only thing I know about Segall is just what I heard off this album, but I don't know, it's definitely fun, definitely a fun album to listen to. It's very kind of cool, kind of weird. It's just like an album of kind of. It's a record of almost, like, oh, it was almost great, it was just kind of good, like, oh, this song was almost catchy enough to be a big deal, almost catchy enough to be a hit. It was like I was just on the cusp of, something just really mind-blowing going on here. You can hear elements of like Black Lips, definitely a little bit of Ariel's Pink kind of style experimentation. You hear a little bit of even a little bit of 90s grunge on some of this shit. Some of the scruffy, fuzzy messiness of it. You hear a little bit of Mudhuddy or something. Segall on Melted likes to sing about girlfriends and how he has a girlfriend and girlfriend problems. He likes to sing about drinking cherry cola. One song deals about the Mississippi River, something was going on there, sitting in the shade. Who knows? But apparently, I don't know, it's his third solo album. He's the lead singer of the Epsilons. I don't know, Melted was an alright listen. Like I said, I had fun. His music's very much alive, very youthful. Nothing sounded too sedated, even on the slower songs. It still had a lot of, interesting song ideas on there. A lot of cool ideas for music. just didn't really, some things didn't really gel, some things didn't really come together, didn't really seem like they could have been a little more thought out, could have been a little more fleshed out, but whatever. It was upbeat, I had a good time listening to it, didn't regret buying it. Artwork's kind of weird too, it's got some sort of, I don't know, demonic zombie mask thing on the cover there. And this kind of gets on my nerves when people do this with their track titles, track listings, song listings. I can't read a fucking thing on there. It said face a face. I don't know. Then you open it up, you got nice little colorful circles, song credits, and where they recorded, and all that BS. Looks like it was typed on a broken typewriter. Has a sleeve in the middle, more colored spheres on the front, back. Open it up, you got a nice little, I don't know, is that a collage of all these different characters and I don't know, is that a peppermint floating up there and plants? All kinds of weird shit going on here. Pretty good picture, probably took forever to draw that, unless it was made on a computer. But anyway, yeah, Segall. The name of the album's Melted, released in 2010 on Goner Records. It was alright. It's from the Bay Area. I enjoyed listening to it, even though nothing will probably stick out in my mind, nothing that'll, you know, get stuck in my head and I'll be singing it at work later or anything like that. But still, you know, cool little album, kind of weird, kind of fun, but, you know, nothing to write home about. Peace.